you about, if it is all right, the general relaxing exercises. Now, this is something I find very important to build them up. If you would go and put down the violins again back on the chair. And go up there. Take some place. And okay, it's alright, stay where you are. No, that's not going to work like that. Make yourself parallel. So 3 of them could go and be full lengths here. Who is doing full lengths? Full lengths, okay, another one next to you. Next to you. Come on. Colma. Okay. Next to, okay, next one. Okay, see one down here. Down here. Another one. And one more. Come on, there's place enough here. Push-ups, yeah? Go down your hands. There is another place for you there, so come down here. Eleanor. Come down here. Okay. So what you can do first, you do the half walk. Do the half push-ups. You cross your legs. Can you see them? Okay? And you go through your elbows. 1, and try to go down with your chest to the ground straight. Again. Lovely. I don't want to do that. This is not even looking like one. Is there one who does it properly? Okay. Stop it for a moment, all of you, because you are making a mess of it. Watch David for a moment. Now get out of there because he can't see you. Okay. Now you do 10 of them. Okay? Or 5 or 2. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It depends on the child. You build it up to number 10 at least within the space of 6 months. Then if you feel these goals, I don't want too many because it's bad for his knees because it's very hard here. 1, 2. Now you respire in when you are going down and exhale when you come down, otherwise it's not good for your chest. Okay, so do it again. Go deeper, slower. So he's supposed to do that, but you have to make a drama, otherwise it's a drama. Okay, so what you're trying to do is to build up both the chest and the biceps. And other exercise is when you sit, everybody sits here and you do the dips. Sit on the sink. Dips. Don't remember? You sit on your hand, you put out your legs, and you sit up and down and up again. Yeah? No. There is one who does it properly here. Is there one who does it properly? I don't know. Yeah, I can see that. No, your feet are not straight enough. Okay. Oh yeah. No. Okay, just come here. Come here. Put out your foot on here. Okay. Go against my foot. Against my foot. Okay. Further. Come on. Okay. Now down. Then no, even further. Come out. Your bum is free. Now go down, up, lower down, up. Down, up, down. So you need something to go put your foot against. Otherwise you're slipping, yeah? You are building up the triceps. These are dips. Start by sitting on your own hand and then push yourself down so the hand is straight here, okay? You need the triceps and you need the biceps. You can't ask them to practice 3 hours when they start, and they won't. But you can ask them to do the push-ups and you can ask them to do the dips. They will do it anytime, no problem. If you feel that they are a little bit further, you can take 2 tins of beans or tomato or whatever, take them in the hand and start to go either one at a time or both. You can go and put them down and take them up, again to build up the whole arm. Which one? Oh, the wheelbarrow. These very little ones. Take your partner. Come on, take your partner, don't fuss. This very little one, 2.5, 3-year-old. you do the wheelbarrow.
Coming down the stairs. Don't be used to coming down the stairs.
Can I start on the floor? Thank you. Parents are better than the children. Okay, so you do the wheelbarrow. And when you feel that this is going, and when you feel that this is going, then you can go and then you can use it on the, could you stop being the assholes? Please. Could you sit down again? Take yourself seriously, please. Elizabeth? Just one moment. You can make it harder. Go down the wheelbarrow. Go down. You can make it harder by walking up the stairs. Go on. Walk up. Up and down. But there's no more stairs. So come down again. Down and up again. And up again. And down again. And down again, and up again, etc. If you have only one stair, otherwise you can do the whole staircase. Send you the whole staircase, but never down, only up, otherwise the ghosts come down. Now, if you feel that the child is stronger, then only allow them to do one step, one arm, next step. So not one step and always the right arm, but that both arms are developing. Now, these are just little ideas. And when you finish, you stretch them out. But first, you have to warm them up. So, at this point, how long? How long do we do it? Until they suffocate and they collapse. Look, with children, you can do that forever. But don't have that kind of time. You show them the exercise and you say, look, try to do 5 minutes a day. First, the mother or the father will do it, obviously, because it's too heavy. And later, when you see that the wheelbarrow stage is over, then you say, okay, do 2 push-ups, 3 push-ups, 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups. Lev, on a good day, is doing 25. How many, Lev? 25? Come on, show it. On a good day. Oh, he's already giving on one side. Be careful that both arms are moving in the same way so that he's centered in the middle. His head and the rest of the body is centered. 8, 9, it's 11. Okay, he's dying of it. Okay, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Now, when you did that, and if it's a core day, but you don't have core days, we have core days, then make them jump first, so when the circulation is moving. Don't do it core. Don't start this with core, because you are going to end up with lactic in your muscles, in row on that. So warm them up. If nothing else, then skipping rope a few times, and then you do this. And then when they are finished, then you do a few relaxing exercises to go and do it, all of you. So you relax the arm here, push it as much as you can in the back. You hold it for 60 seconds, then you put up your arm, hold it for 60 seconds, then you put it before you, hold it for 60 seconds, change the arm, put it behind you, stretch it out. If on a good day, put on your head, no, straight legs, straight your legs. On a good day, you try to lift the nose and the knee together, and arms up. It's very good for to relax the neck, because there's a lot of tension on the neck when you're playing the violin. Okay, all right, thank you. If you feel that the legs need stretches, then you go and let them go down, and then I don't want to watch that. Get the problem is with my arm. So as far out as they can, back again, and then on one side and on the other side. Yeah, you want to stretch out the legs. So that was it about. Oh, that is coming still. It's coming. Now I promised Marty. Is Marty here? I promised Marty that I'm going to go and relate this all back to Kodai, because he at the moment is doing Kodai, I think. The Kodai system. So we are going to go and demonstrate to you, for you to do an exercise which we prepared. Could I say on the surface V, you know it? You know this book? I think I have, thanks to one of the mummies, I have done the story. Okay, this is a more advanced stage. Of course, this is not the beginning. I mean, you had the so mi, and then you slowly went up from minor third to major thirds, from major thirds to perfect fifths. So you build it slowly up. So mi, so, mi, do, mi, do, so, do, la. And then you try to go and work the intervals down. Do, la. Because going down for reasons unknown is more difficult. So not only do, mi, but also mi, do, mi, do, going backwards, yeah? So when you build up your major seconds, your minor thirds, your major thirds, not your perfect fourths yet, but your perfect fifths, yeah? And maybe your sixths, leave for the moment alone your sevenths, because it's hard. Do, di, it's a hard one. Also, when you want to go and build it up in the Kodai system, we never start row with an interval, but we teach them a sound which starts with that interval. I'm sure that in the Catalonian folklore you have that too. So you look for, and when you are starting, say, a major second, you look first for a folkloric song which you teach, so that they can relate back to it. Do, ra, or do, mi, do, or whatever you have. I'm not giving you the Hungarian examples because no use to you. But this is what we do. So always go out from a folklore song, a nursery rhyme which they know, and then say, okay, now you put it into solfa, if you use the Kodai system. Yeah? Because what I'm doing is based on the inner hearing. Now Kodai also divides these reading exercises which you have before your nose. We are going to, yes? Is it a hand up or you are just doing your hand up?
I'm in university, and now they teach me another method for the relative people, because this is for absolute, yeah.
I know, you guys, it's difficult with the Latin mathematics. Yeah.
We do with the numbers, no? 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Yes, and
ouch. Yeah. Yes, the numbers through the Kodai system, I only use it when I go into major or minor scales, and I say, okay, C can be 1, then D is
2,
and then E is
3,
and then F is 4. Okay? So then it's degrees of the scale. So I rather not, I don't know what they do.
I think it's nice or good to use it to...
I understand. But you see, Kodai, who was also a philosopher and who was also a linguist, and who was also a composer and all sorts of things, he said, but that doesn't mean that we all have to believe in him, but he said that try to only teach one method, and then start with the same method and die with the same method. And don't switch all the time from one to the other because you completely confuse the mind. So the relative solfa, he didn't invent it. It was invented by an Englishman in the 1930s for the choirs. They couldn't read music because they were just workers who never read. They came together to sing. And the idea was of the relative solfa was, okay, that any major ending is going to be a do, and any minor ending is going to be a la. Then it doesn't matter whether it's A minor or B flat major. So if it's B flat major, then do is B flat. Okay? And then from then onwards, if we can't, and we didn't say a Phi and C and T, but what we did, we transposed. So the moment we can't go and do anymore, do, re, mi, so, we go back to la, do, or whatever the need is. That's what the relative solfa is about, that we transpose while the modulation goes on. We don't start to go and say so and si and sa and do I know what. So the do is a do. Sometimes it's a D, but not very many times. When it's a si, a do, yes. For you it's very hard because do is is absolute for you. And that's why in the Latin countries, France, Spain, and in the Russian countries, where it is also the dough, it's very difficult to bring in the Kodai system. Because how do you do that? I don't know what they do. I don't even know if the Russians ever took it over. Probably not. So you are using the relative sulfite. You are trying to use it.
They want to start because sometimes.
But it is a big help for children. It's very, very big help. But then it would be easier for you. I know.
It's difficult to change.
I have no solution for that.
Yeah.
I understand what you do with the numbers, but I find it also dangerous.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
I prefer to go and say that one is the tonic.
You can change.
One is the tonic and two is the, what is two? The soft?
Super.
Medium. Anyway, so I rather have the technical names used. But anyway, let's not go into that much into this. It was never my intention. So what we are doing here is that means the pub is closing or what?
No.
Hello. Hello. Aha, okay. I still have a part of an hour, Marty. What I try to demonstrate here, and what is excellent, where the sulfur is really useful. Look, the sulfur is not just a luxury, because who has the time for luxuries? It's not a luxury, it's excellent to teach them how to read. Because the faster you read, and the more precise you are in your reading, the faster you learn. And the less exact is your reading, and the more mistake you make in your reading, the more you slow down the process of learning a new piece. So, in order to go and make your ear and your mind work in the same time, these Kodai exercises are very, very, very good ones. You have it in your hand, don't you? We are going to go and try number 7. Now, I don't know, don't you have the book at all? Yeah, but some of you don't know it. Who knows it off by heart? The 6 that know. Okay, Sean, give it to those that don't know. Okay, all right, can we go? William, you still don't know it? Okay, so here it goes. Do is, I think it's a D, no?
Yeah, do.
Okay, there we go. Do, everybody do. Okay. Do. Or, re, sorry, it starts on re. Re, do, re, do, re, do, do, re. Re, do, re, do, re, do, do, re. Re, re, re. Re, do, re. Re, do, re, re, do, do, do. So far so good? Yeah, okay. Now, what we are going to try to do for you, it's a little bit more advanced. We are singing it this way, and we are going to clap it that way. Alright? So we started with that, and we are clapping it backwards simultaneously. But first, when you want to teach it, you have to make sure that they know it off by heart. Because of course nobody's eyes can go and work in two directions in the same time, at least mine can't. So what we do is we teach the melody, and once they know the melody, all they have to go and concentrate on the tapping. Okay? So first we tap it for you. Just tap it. 1, 2, 1. Okay, Sean, anything you do it by heart, or you don't use your music. Is there another one? Is it the only one which is around? Where is mine? No, I don't have more examples. I might have one more. Yeah. No, you need that. I mean, the idea is it's okay. He says it's okay. Alright, so now we are going to just cut it backwards. Okay. 1, 2. Number 7. 1, 2. No, it's for you. You have too many. What do you want it for? Who needs it? Okay, so once more without any mistake now. No, because otherwise they don't know what we try to say. Are you ready? Are you ready? Clap, just clapping. 1, 2, 1. Those who are not sure, would you just not do it for one moment, please? If they're not sure, don't do it because I can't demonstrate if you are making mistakes. Now, last time. 1, 2. Okay, so far so good. It's far too fast what you're doing. It's far too fast.
Twice in 2 rests.
Could we now go, please? 1, 2. Now the beauty, if you know it of Bahan both ways, is that you can watch your students doing it, because if your eye is in your own music, you can't do it. Is there anybody who wants to apply it here? Just singing. Without looking. Okay, good. Doesn't matter. And now we are going to go and sing it because now you know your heart. Now we are going to go and clap it backwards. Okay, this not backwards, that way.
It was like that.
Backwards this way, okay. You can try, but I haven't tried it yet. So, ready? 1, 2. The idea is that you don't clap in the rest. Once more, watch your music. Watch your music, after that you can do it over heart. Just watch it first, okay? Are you okay? 1, 2. Try, not yet. One more. One more. One more. You don't have it, your poor girl. She doesn't have the.
Are we singing and clapping at the same time?
One, two. Who wants to do it alone? You want to do it alone? Come on.
I have a problem with both lines.
I know, in the middle. They had a problem too. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. It's difficult. It's difficult. Shh. Quiet now. Demonstration. 1, 2.
Re, do, re, do, do, re. Re, do, re, do, re, do, do, re. Re, re. Oh.
Re, do, re. We are on the second bar before the last. Re, do, re, re, do, do, do. Nearly there. Who wants to like? They had a month to learn. No? Ah, come on. 1, 2. Okay, once more. Everybody. 1, 2. Re, do, re, do, re, do, do, re. Re, do, re, do, re, do, do, re.
Re, re, do, re, do, re, do, re, do, re,
That was a project.
okay.
It's a boy. Well, but the text. So, it's a boy, it's a girl. It's a girl? Okay, it's a girl. Now, do it. Come on, prove it. Come on, prove it. Shh, 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 shh. One, two. Okay, it takes practice. It takes practice. If you can do it, it's very fun. I have a few models who can do it here. Watch them.
My dad.
Bernie can do it.
My dad. My dad. My dad.
Mara can do it? Mara can do it? Yes or no? No. Mother?
Good try.
Okay. Svetlana, you can do it. Yes, you can. It really doesn't matter whether you are a drum player or a tuba player. The method goes for just to become a better musician. So it has nothing to do actually with the do, re, and it's not a gimmick. It looks like it's a, you know what's a gimmick? Oh, gimmick.
Trick.
It's not a trick.
Yeah.
You know, there are so many things which are tricks, but this is not a trick. It really develops your ear. It really develops your being a better musician, analyze music better, teach better, and also to keep yourself more interested, because it's so easy to burn out. What do you call burning out? When a teacher is repeating the same material without changing, you get so bored that you feel like suiciding. So I mean, the reason that I've never, I didn't say the parents feel like suiciding, I said the teachers feel like suiciding. So what I'm trying to do is all the time to surprise myself with new things, because I just couldn't go and bear teaching the same thing in 2 consecutive years. I would rather go and wash dishes in the kids area. So I try to go and constantly reinvent, go back to Kecskemét, go to other places, go to Finland. They have also a very good course there. Mm-hmm. And they have a course also in England, you know that, in the UK.
Yes.
So to go to other places, to go and pick up ideas, or just to say, "Fui," is that all you can come up, which is also a nice idea. Hey, I'm better than they are. Do it, it's money well spent. And thank you very much for coming and listening. You are very, very good to us, for you will be assistants. Yes. Thank you for all.
Obey here.
And you put it in here for a start. And it's very, this is a trommel. It's a trommel. And this is a tray. A tray has to come through. And you tell them that you absolutely want to see the gorgeous blue eyes of Martha Brown. Okay? So this is a gap which has to be there. Now it's very hard, because I said it the last time, right through the door. And it's very hard to convince a child to not to grab, because they already grab in the tummy. If you look at an embryo, you see that they are grabbing the thing which are very corded thing, and they are eating. What's the name?
Umbilical cord.
The cord, okay? She should know she's a local. They are already grabbing there. Now, how can you go against that instinct? Because this is so much in the nature. So first you go and tell them, easy, come here. Make a fist, big one, big fist, strong fist. So make them really strong, so that hurts. And make them, ooh, very, very strong, okay. And then you say, okay, keep this going. You see, the problem is that when they are keeping up their arm, they forget that this is a new joint. It has nothing to do with this one. So when they are putting up the arm, they also, the problem is that they are also, what do you call it, tense up. the lower arm. So what you do is to go and say, okay, make it as hurtful as you want. Hurt yourself. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me. So hurt yourself. Then you say, okay, one finger loose. One. Keep on hurting yourself. Another finger loose. Keep on hurting yourself. Another finger. Keep on hurting. You see, she's a very supple child. I can hardly take away her hand. Keep on hurting yourself. Keep on hurting yourself. Now, and now say hello. Say keep on hurting yourself. Keep on hurting yourself. No, only this. So one by one, you loosen up the joints so that they realize they are not doing this because they are bad. They do it because they can't do anything else. So what you say again, make it very strong, hurt yourself. Loosen up, one by one. Then think that there is an egg, or a tomato, or a grape, and squeeze it now. Oh, what disgusting. Okay, so again, and if need be, put in a tomato there. The mothers will be happy. Then you squash it, yeah. Then you squash it, and it comes down there. It's quite disgusting, so they know what they are doing to themselves. Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hola? Hola? It's not me, it's not you, it's not him.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, all right. Your boyfriend. Okay. So when you have this washing business and they realize that this is not a good thing, then you say, okay, fine. Now imagine that you have a little birdie or a head of a newborn baby here. Okay? But keep on not keeping on the arm, because if the baby is here and you let it drop, the baby is going to be on the floor and the baby will be squashed. What, you want that? Okay. I know that. So, hard, easy, easy, easy. Tickle them if need be. Easy, 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 easy. Hello, hello. Hello, why are you eating yourself? She's eating yourself. I don't know why she does that. So you try to go and loosen one by one of this thing. Then you give them. Thank you. And you say, fine. I want a stiff arm here, very stiff, very loose, very loose. Why are you eating yourself? Why are you eating yourself? Why are you eating yourself? Okay. So they realize that this is loose, this is not. Hello? Then you put something in the hand which is not the one. The idea is to go and dissociate this piece of cigar box from what they are doing here. Put in a pencil, put on the first finger, and you say, soldier number 1, stand up. Come on, stand up. Stretch my nose. Sit down. Soldier number 2, stand up. Sit down. Soldier number 3, stand up. And sit down. Soldier number 4, and sit down. Then you start to obey. Soldier number 1. She doesn't know where her number 1 is. She can only play Vivaldi. She has no idea where her fingers are. And back. Down. Up. Up. Down. Up. Down. And all the time keep this gap here. Up. Down. Number 1, number 2. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Number 1. Up. And keep on doing this. Number 3. And even her, you constantly have to go, take her away from you. Number 3, up. And down. Up, down. Number 4. And down. Up. Okay, so you do the preliminary exercises. Like the tour.
I will teach you later.
When you have this, you can do it on a tuning fork, you can do it on a pencil, you can do it in school. You can
No,
do
it's
that.
wonderful.
Then
But
you can do it on your own finger. So you put in your own finger here, let them hurt themselves. Why should they hurt you? Say, okay, all right, you want to hurt yourself, squeeze, squeeze. So they realize, now why should they do that? So they realize, yeah, it's not necessary. I can go tap my fingers, my own fingers, up and down. These are squeezing. It's a feeling, it's confidence. And you have to go and try, you see, you can also do other things, but you don't have the time probably. Ask them to break an egg. Yeah? Break an egg and separate the white from the yolk. If they do this, that's what the Americans do, make an omelette. Ugh! Have you seen Americans doing an omelette? They do this to the eggshell, and they let the thing comes through. Exactly. So, not like the Europeans who delicately go and break it and separate it, okay, from one to the other. And you can do this separation, the yolk, from the one to the other.
It's American. Hey, what
Okay,
is that?
so that the problem here, the biggest problem is, and I don't know if you have the same problem in Spain and what we have in Ireland, is that the children start to learn to write too early and too badly. So that when they are writing, when they get the pencil, in Hungary they are not allowed to get a pencil in their hands. They get nothing. They get their own hand and they are making these big circular movements. You could do that in the class. And make it smaller, and smaller, and smaller, and smaller until they have a point. But this is completely relaxed. Then ask them to go and take chopsticks. When you go to a Japanese, to go and ask a few chopsticks, take them home. Okay? And ask them to try to go and pick up things with the chopsticks. You don't use it here, we use it in Europe, we call it the Fröbe system. Pieces of paper, with holes in it, and you go with another piece of paper in and out and in and out and in and out. You don't do that here. It's a bit of like origami.
Yeah.
A little bit like origami. So you see, what the Japanese are doing and we are not doing enough is tactile exercises. It's not on the violin that you have to learn this. It's on other things. They took out knitting from the class. These are the movements of the knitting. They don't knit. They took out, what is bordure?
Embroidery.
Embroidery. Again, in, out, in, out, in, out, small motor movements. They don't do it. They don't do pasta with the hands anymore. I mean, try, if you make pasta, if you prepare it, you need little movements, close it up, and it's fun. So, what you can ask the parents is to have more, ask the children to have more in the kitchen. Separate the egg from each other, make meatballs. Use your fingers more. The whole idea is that these are tools. These are not there to go on and strangle another person. That's not the sole purpose. But because you're a violin teacher, all you can do is this kind of exercises, and then put in the pencil and keep the pencil in and raise them when the pencil falls. Because it means that they are loose. Until the pencil stays here, they are stiff. When the pencil falls out, it means that they became... and I start with the vibrato as soon as possible. And the reason being that they want that vibrato so bad, and they know that they can't do a vibrato. Show the vibrato. No, don't stay down here. Come, show you. You can't do this unless you are loose. Come on, do it. See? 30 minutes. Now you will ask the first one. Do it with the first one. You can't do this. You cannot do it unless you have the right hand. So teach them. You remember the vibrato movements we were doing? You remember that? Do it on your own hand. Tell them to go, come on, it's the most gorgeous thing you can get as a gift. The vibrato on the sound. Now once they do it, they have it. And also tell them not to go and squeeze further than the wood. This is wood. There's no point in squeezing it because it won't go anywhere. Well, you can squeeze it, but it won't go and give. So it's not rubber. Let them go and show that there is a little distance between the fingerboard and the string. And all you need to do is to push it down. That doesn't take so much. So don't do it that way. Let them do it this way. And ask them, now what is the minimum movement you need to push it down? Now what is the maximum? Ouch! Now what is the minimum? And say, okay, now do it at the minimum. You don't need the maximum. And also it doesn't hurt so much your fingers, so why will you push so much? Also, if you don't push so much, you will feel when it's out of tune. When you are pushing very much, you can't correct it. What happens here when somebody goes out of tune is not they don't hear it, they hear it as much as you do. But they are pushing so much they can't move it. So they can't correct. When this is loose, you are constantly correcting, you don't even know it was out of tune. She knows it, your student knows it, maybe you didn't even hear it, because it's constantly being corrected. Nobody plays in tune really, but everybody's all the time correcting the feeling, the tactile feeling, but you can only do that if you are extremely relaxed. Yeah? Any other question?
A vibrato is for help movement or to help relax.
How to help?
Yeah, vibrato.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, that you do the vibrato in order to go and develop this feeling of relaxation. Now, are you asking me what other exercises are there? Is that what you're asking? No. How to?
Try to say that
Or you are just saying as an exercise? You mean that I'm using the vibrato as an auxiliary to relax? Then yes. Well, of course, it's also gorgeous. But in the first place, I use it at a very early age because otherwise I cannot go and make them relax because this is instinct. And I have to go and counter-go of the instinct, which is hard. Yes?
you must.
Oh, you mean that you can? But you can't do a vibrato if you are hard, can you? You can't. No, you can't. I mean, you can't move your hand and be still. Is that what you're saying? No. Marty, help.
No, c'è demasiado. Quina és la pregunta?
No, que vull dir és que si quan fa un vibrato tornen a apretar, que se torna a començar des del principi.
T'està dient que quan fas vibrato és impossible mantenir la pressió. But she's done it. When they start vibrato, maybe at the end they again fast.
They become stiff again.
Maybe yes, they can.
Is it possible to become stiff? Yeah, everything is possible, but I mean, if something is, no, wait a minute, let's go and see. If I have a nice bed, which is nice and comfortable, and then I have the floor, unless I'm a saint or a martyr, I'm not going to go and lie on the floor, am I? So, I mean, why would I go back? Yes, there are moments when something is very hard, and for example, octaves, and Aunt David. When David has to go and practice octaves, it's very difficult for him to go and keep relaxed. So, it has nothing to do with the vibrato. There are positions which instinctively ask you to go and grab again. And that's then the best exercise which I know is that when you have an open string, in any fast passage even, try to do this. So don't just stay there moving, but if you have a moment when you don't need your fingers, just to do this and go on, just to control yourself, am I still relaxed? So every now and then, just do this. Because it's here that usually you start. You see, it's never here. The problem starts either here or there, in the tennis arm. It's not here. So if this is relaxed, it's already much harder to, I mean, try to go and be stiff here if this is relaxed. It's very hard. Try it. How can you be, if this is relaxed, how can you be stiff here? The moment you do this, this is stiff. You feel it? Do you feel you can't separate and become stiff here and relax there, can you? So if this is relaxed, can you go and be stiff here? So this is the problem, not that. Now, sometimes you have to go and get a tense, and you go and have to go and look, yes, for a moment you will be stiff. But then straight away try to go and relax again and go on with life. There are moments, but I don't think that is what you're talking about. Are you teaching Paganini? Not yet? Paganini? No? Then I don't think the problem should be there. So if you are not teaching something extremely hard as a technique, just normal things, then this should be enough. Gwendolyn has another theory, of course, about first finger and how didn't you talk to me about the octaves and that you stick in it when you're talking to David?
No.
Oh. Well, we didn't talk in big details about the vibrato. I didn't tell you that there are three kinds of vibratos, and that I start with, if possible, with the finger vibrato. And some of my pupils, like William and some other people, are still doing a wrist vibrato, which at the moment I can't go and stop. And there are some who are, not one of them here, who are doing an arm vibrato. And there are people who will never have an arm vibrato. and there are people who will never have a wrist vibrato. And but if you don't have a finger vibrato, you don't have a vibrato. So you really have to go and start with a small movement. Also, you can't use this kind of vibrato for Mozart or Bach, because it's you don't want to do that. So what you are trying to go and do is to go and make first the finger vibrato, and then actually it will develop by itself if you are relaxed. The rest is moving with it. So it's not fixed this in order to do this, that's not that. This is relaxed, but the motor is of the finger vibrato is here in the fingers, at the tip of the fingers and in the joints. Here. That's the motor. It's not here, it's not there. Change of position, the motor is here. This is one block. Relax again, but here is the motor. This is what goes up and down. This is just like the familia, what is it called again? The sacral familia, which is always being weird, yeah? This is what you call the support, when you are building a
Scaffolding.
Scaffolding. This is just the scaffolding of your building. This should never go down. It can go this way, it can go that way, but it should never go that way. Ever. You understand what I'm saying? So this should be always at the same, as far as possible away, I mean, as they are in an hour, from your ribs. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean that way. Of course it doesn't move that way. It has a rotation movement if you are going from the G to the E. And it has a horizontal, is it horizontal? Yeah. Horizontal movement going towards your nose. But this stays the same. Now the problem is that it gets tired. And it starts to hang. Now, then you stop. You just stop, relax, and say, okay, all right, now let's go start again. So don't just say, pick up your arm, because that's not, the arm is tired, for God's sake. Okay, you can also go on and relax it a little bit so the child knows that you know that he or she is making a huge effort. So that you appreciate the effort, but not. Would you please look it up again, please? The shoulder? The back of your thumb. Oh, well, look, then we can go on and discuss. Must come here. Look, your arm, the shoulder joint is hung into your shoulder blade, yeah? This is your shoulder blade. This is a lateral muscle, goes from here to there. This has to be strong, because if this is weak, then your position is going to be like that. Now, if your position is like that, then A, you have no sound. Secondly, you are already wrong. Right? That's what the exercise are for. So we go out of it that this is strengthening up. It's not a violin problem, it's a posture problem. Okay? Now, if this is, then you, then you tell them to go and hang back the shoulder in the shoulder blade, like as a butcher. Yeah. At the butcher, you have a hook, and your arm is hanging up on it. Okay? You have the just butcher there. Boom. Yes, please. Good. You're learning. So you imagine that you hang up your shoulder into your shoulder blade. All right. And your upper arm is moving like a crane. Crane? Yeah? It's moving up from here. So it's actually, this is which is keeping it up the triceps. Again, very hard for the triceps to keep it up. What we are doing at the very beginning is that I teach them to go and become like a Russian Cossack. You know the Cossack dance? This one I found it. Left hand. No, Marken. Martin can do it. Martin can do it. No? Yeah, okay. So anyway, the idea is that everything is happening here. Nothing is there. You see, this is where they would like to be. And this is where it's happening. Why? Because your chin is here. And the violin is there. It's not here. So the whole thing, you try to compare the, okay. Now all you have to do is to open this, but don't take away the height. Open up and open up. That's all. There's nothing more to it. But don't go down. Because they want to go down, because it's so very, very hard. And I say, yes, you know it is hard. For the painter to do the ceiling is also very hard. For your mother to go and dry the hair is also very hard. Sure, these are all very hard movements, so let's work on it to go and make it strong. And constantly remind them that everything is happening here. And it has nothing to do with your shoulder. It has something to do with your upper arm and your lower arm. End of the story.